J Jones Cardio One, man, you already know what it is. Somebody said they want to walk through it. They want to see what the ride looks like or whatnot. I ain't got a problem doing that, but that just shows me who actually fucks with me and who don't. You know what I'm saying? Because this walkthrough and all this shit's been done. I've been had videos up on this shit. I've been had the wall. You guys already know this shit. So anyway, if you are new around here, how you doing? J Jones Cardio One. I'll be your host for this little show that we just had here. And we're going to start up underneath the hood. So you know I got the Singer 240 amp alternator sitting here. I will show you the S, but that thing's supposed to go too fast right now with the car running. My homeboy 818 hooked me up with this dual input right here for the alt. Hooked me up with that a long time ago. I appreciate that. We got tool makers on the D1200 up front. This is a 1997 Cavalier. We got sky high shit everywhere with an occasional run of sound cubes. That's basically the underneath the hood part. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the hood now. Big 3 and all that's been done. You can see all of that everywhere. So moving on, we're gonna move to the inside next. Or no, let's go back and do the trunk. Then we'll go inside. So we got 4 Group 31s. They are XP 3000s. 4 of them in there with the can't remember who made my, I don't know if it's Jim's that machine those. Somebody machined these for me. Those bus parts. Excuse me, I can't give you the proper shout out that you deserve, but they did a hell of a job. Other than the spacing, because you can see how these batteries are, there's a big gap here and a big gap there. Then if you look at these two, there's no gap. So if you step back off of it, you can see the gap that I'm talking about, like right there. Don't know what happened there on the bus bars, but overall I've been happy. This system was thrown in as it was like 30 or 40 degrees outside. So the wires and stuff aren't the prettiest. And as you can see, I'm team no fuse right now. I don't see no fuses back here nowhere. If you spot one, you know what I'm saying, let me know. And this is totally overkill. I got 0 gauge on this itty bitty little Rockford Fosgate amp that I did an unboxing. Did unboxings on all this stuff a while back. I still have my Turbo 3000 back here at Wood. As you can see that Turbo 3000. Maybe you can't. But anyway, it's kind of bright out here. It feels great out here today, by the way. Got this one coming from the frame. Got dual grounds going into the amp as well. 1 run coming from up front. So I got 2 runs of positive coming to the back, 1 run of negative. But I'm also grounded at the frame back here. All 0 gauge back here. Sky high, car audio, dual inputs on the Terra amp HD 8K. And the Rockford Fosgate Prime R400 4D. I do have some adapters in there as well. 4 gauge adapters. I have some other adapters that are supposed to be for this amp that I didn't want to break off because they go to my SoundStream build, which is a whole totally different video. Also, we have dual voltmeters. So I got this running up to the battery. And also have some LEDs that I just installed. Shout out to Old School Bass Van 9. Master Blast in 735. You know who I'm talking about, cat. With that damn van that you can see from Mars, probably. It's so damn bright and lit up. Anyway, I think that's about all back here. I still got to go back. And I need some more room back here to do an amp rack the way that I want to do it. So I'm going to stand these batteries up eventually. They'll be standing straight up and down. So I can gain a little bit more room in here instead of sitting flat like they are. How I hooked up the speaker pods that we're going to talk about here in a second. First of all, I hope you see this 818, man, because you gave me all these ideas. This is also 818's idea. These little things right here, these little adapters for my subs, that's 818's idea. You can see that my speaker pods also run through the speaker box and have been epoxied, so there is no leak. I've already checked on that. But this dude is genius with these little electrical. I can't remember the exact name of those. Maybe in another update or video, I'll get to name exactly what these are. But they can be found at Lowe's in the electrical section. That's where I find mine. Inexpensive too. I think a 2-pack's like $4.99 or something like that. Maybe $3.99. Very cheap. And they do their thing. As you can see, this is the 2nd gen HD 8K, by the way, with the built-in voltmeter. And this also runs dual fans now. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's one fan here, and there's another fan over here. So you can see the symbol there. Maybe you can get, no, you can't get a better shot on this side. But there's also dual fans, so it's a push and pull. One side blows, so it blows across the amp like this. So this side's blowing out, this side's sucking in. See what I'm saying? So I really like that about that amp. That's the reason why we ain't got the Atwood hooked up right now. More on that here in a second when we get up front. Addy, you see your window? You see your window? Turn around, look at your window. Yeah, no problem. In here, of course, we have the 80 PRS up front. We have 2 Stinger voltmeters in the kick. We've got one here, and my voltage is kind of low because I've been beating on this thing. Usually rest at about 14.7 at idle. As you can see in the back, I'm sitting at about 14.6, or I just was before that little spike there. But it's at 14.5 now. So this is the back battery. This is what the amps are seeing. This is what my amps are seeing in the back, which is 14.5. And my battery under the hood, which is also 14.5. You've seen back there on the Terra amps, it sets up a little high. It sets up at like 14.7. It's not the most accurate voltmeter in the world. It is there. What you don't see up front here is my my clip indicator for that particular amplifier, but it has been SMD'd, so I'm not too worried about that. But I will eventually have that ran up here and stuck somewhere up here on the dash. It's actually in storage right now under a bunch of other amps and stuff that I've got in there. It got too cold on me, so I couldn't get in there and get that dude pulled out, but that's something that's going to happen this spring or something along those lines. Anyway, starting in the back here, we got the 80 PRS up front. I think I went over that. We got the SPL cartel bass knob sitting down here as well. And we also have the, can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a little black box with a potentiometer on it. And that's how I control that Turbo 3000, because they are extremely loud. Even with the wall in here, before I had that, I could still hear it. Now, this is a fourth order. This is a fourth order wall. I'm sitting on two Resilient Gold Sounds, or Resilient Sounds Gold Series 15s. There you go. And they absolutely hammer. I've just fallen in love with Resilient Sounds over the years. I am Team SoundCube still. I still rep SoundCube. However, nothing in here is SoundCube, so that will probably be coming off here soon and getting replaced with some PRV stickers or something along those lines. As you can see, I got two 8-inch PRV mid bass drivers here. I also have two 305 Ti tweeters. So there's a set here, and there's another set right here right behind your head, basically. I absolutely love these audio pipe. What do you call these? Pods. They're absolutely lovely. And for dirt cheap, I mean, guys, these are, if you need something like that, I mean, they are extremely cheap. Happen so far to be very well made. I mean, I full tilt in here all the time. I've got them bolted directly to the box and screwed from the other side. And they ain't moving. They ain't flexing. They ain't going nowhere. They're absolutely lovely. But anyway, yeah, I've been had the wall. If you guys don't know, which you guys can go back and watch some videos, I had two 18s in here to start out with. Two HDC3 18s. And from there, I blew those subs, clipping them probably, and I went to the fourth order, which was originally supposed to be a sixth order, which is a whole nother story, which we'll get into that at a later time in another video. I'm trying to get you see if you can focus on that Resilient Sounds. You can kind of see that logo. If you know what the Gold Series is, then you know exactly what it is that you're looking at. And there's my bolts going from the inside to the outside on those two electrical hookups that I showed you out on the other side of the trunk. And there's where the speaker wire for the pods run in, right beside that to the right of that, if you can see that. I didn't silicone inside the box because it's already silicone on the outside of the box, so I didn't really see a point on doing both sides, but I probably should. It'd probably look a little better too. But you know, if you're looking that hard, I'm smacking you in the head because you ain't got no business doing all that any damn way. But so we're bringing this build to an actual end. Still got to get my door pods on. I got some 6.5, just like these 8-inch, on the way. They will be mounted to the doors, and I have some 6.5 PRVs and another set of TI 305 tweeters that will be replacing these tweeters down here. That is also going to go on the doors. Once I get those bolted to my doors, the doors will come back out here. And it's extremely cold riding without these doors too. I mean, you wouldn't think it makes much of a difference, but I've been doing it for quite a while now, and it definitely does make a difference. I would give you guys a little demo. As you can see, I'm at the house. I mean, I don't want to do too much right now. It's early in the morning. But that will come at a later time. I mean, it gets down. It's definitely loud. I mean, it's at least a 50. I haven't had my SSA out here yet. Well, an initial testing I did, and it was a 50.1. But since I put it on the AK, I haven't. So once I do that, I'll include that you guys in that video, and I'll throw that up, and you'll see me on the SSA meter just like you seen me about a month or so ago. If you haven't seen that video, go and check that out. All right, we're a little over 10 minutes. I'm sorry to make this so long, but, you know, the family asked for this and wanted to see this, so here you go. Peace and love, YouTube. Deuces.